Hi, welcome to Tarot Combos. We're going to draw two cards and see what energy is here with us today. So thank you for being here. This is, he's called, I think this is called, I get all of them. Oh, Ethereal Visions. I had to look at my boxes back there. This is the Ethereal Visions deck. It's beautiful, shimmery. And that's kind of what I was feeling coming into this reading. What's here? Okay, we have the Five of Cups, the tender kind of energy, challenged by the Seven of Wands. Okay, this is what I'm feeling. I'm already getting all the chills. So, are you feeling this somewhere in your life right now where there's this moment of loss? It could be grief that you're going through. It could just be an emotional kind of suppressed state. And that's so interesting how right before I was deciding, because I'll stop, like I have the whole day free, so I was like, okay, I'm not overthinking things. I'm going to be in just the present moment all day. And when I had a pivot point from one moment to the next where my attention was, I was like, where do I want to place my attention now? Do I want to go, part of me said, do I want to create like my craft chaos back there and other fun projects, or taxes? Oh, something said, no, do a reading. And it felt like the feeling that came in right at that moment was one of like, whoosh, like a very tender, and it's no wonder now, like it was this feeling. And so is that showing up for you in some way where you just feel like emotionally whoosh, and where it's like a sincere going like inward, curling in on yourself like a cocoon out of like self-care and self-protection and self-nourishing, nurturing yourself, nourishing yourself. Both of those words work. And then the challenge here being the Seven of Wands, which is a card of defending yourself against outside forces. So there's this going inward and this big need to like protect your peace while you cocoon into this thing. So it's asking you, can you be with this to feel it fully, to allow it to take up the container you're creating for yourself? Because this is about you creating a container. Like God, I'm getting all the chills. So let me just set these down for a moment. Shake it out. This feels like it feels like we're being asked to do this more and more, where instead of deflecting or dissociating or distracting, like trying to resist something, to resist feeling something big, have we not processed a grief fully yet? You know how they say grief comes in waves and it just kind of hits you out of nowhere. And that feeling of loss where there's no making sense of it, there's no making yourself feel better when it comes in. It's like this feeling, because the Five of Cups is the card of an emotional setback, emotional loss, a grief, something emotional, where it's like your emotion body feels heavy and it feels like something is, you're focused on the loss or the lack of something you once had. And it's saying, okay, then if you are ready to feel it fully in order to like be with it and honor it, give it the space it wants to take up. Because you can do hard things. You can feel the bigness of this if you give it space. A lot of times we don't give it space, and so therefore it feels bigger than our container. So of course that hurts. When something doesn't fit inside of a container comfortably, it's like when you eat too much and you're like, oh. But like when something takes up more space than we're giving it, it's going to push against the borders and feel uncomfortable. This is asking us to create a bigger container to feel something more fully. Can we do that? And that might mean protecting your peace by defending against outside forces, outside noise, outside influences, so that you can have the inner space that you need in order to be with this big thing. Doesn't it feel so good to let something overtake you in the service of healing? Like, to feel it fully is the answer, usually. Not in a cathartic way where you're just like, I just gotta cry, and it just feels like over dramatic, over performative. It feels like a forcing. This isn't about forcing. This is about allowing. So where do you feel like that's really what you're like, you really want that right now? Finally. Like, you're like, okay, well, I've done the resisting thing long enough. It's not working. It's not working because what you resist persists. When we give something the right space and container, do you know what container, you know what I mean by container? Like, you're like this. It looks different for everybody. It might mean you block a day on your calendar and just say, you know what? I'm going in the bedroom. Please don't bother me. You might be able to ask for what you need, though. Can somebody please make me some soup? Can somebody, ask for what you need from your loved ones if you have that ability to do that? Or provide yourself what you need. Like, do some meal prep and say, I'm going in, I'm going deep, I'm going to create some healthy little snacks so I don't have to worry about too much, Or it could just be simple. Go lay down for 20 minutes and just be with yourself and see what comes. Or in the moment, if you can do this, like when you feel those feelings, like if you're going through this already, then it's like, okay, let's turn off the phone. Actually put it away. Like, don't even have it within arm's reach for distraction purposes, So whatever works for you. A lot of times I just like to, I do have the luxury, we're empty nesters now, so there's not a lot of distraction. So I do have that luxury now of like, oh, there's more quiet time than usual. So it's like, yeah, I'll just go lay down and see what wants to move through. And recently, actually, there have been some really big things because it felt like I was finally ready. And it wasn't like, when I said, have you done the resisting thing? It wasn't so much about resisting it, because a lot of times, like speaking from my own experience, we don't even know we're resisting. We're just like, nope, it's not here, so I'm not going to force it, which is a good thing. But why isn't it here? Well, we don't know. The body's ready when the body's ready. So it's like, how can we honor our body? They always like curled in and like almost in a like self-care, protective, like, how can we honor our body and say, okay, you're safe. You have the container to feel this fully. What would you do to create that for yourself? Do you even feel the need to? Do you go on a drive maybe if you're okay, like processing big things while driving? Be careful. Wherever you can find your time and space and conditions all of the things that create your container, your cocoon. Because something feels like very whoosh, like we said at the beginning, like oh yeah, now's the time to like not push it away anymore, or to keep it out, or to let distraction overtake us, because it's like, yeah, nothing to see here. Because big things might feel hard, but they're not once we give them the right container where it can like expand and without hurting. Yeah. Yeah. Good luck.